Welcome to the shop. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Bob Sturgeon. This is Angry Sturgeon Lures. And I've been making wooden fishing lures for about 11 years now. I've made many thousands of them. And when I started out making lures, I intentionally found my own way by avoiding Googling anything, joining any forums, being part of the lure making community. But over the years, as the craft has matured, I've kind of reevaluated that mentality and started learning from others and thought I might have some things to offer in the ways of teaching. Because of the path I took in the making lures, I do some things very differently. Some things I came to do the same as everyone else, but I do some things very differently. And I've always kind of kept a lot of those things to myself, and kind of rethinking that and thinking I might share them and let you take them and see if there's something that you can add to how you do things or build on. And maybe we all get to be a little bit better and have a little bit more fun. But new to this Patreon format, and if you've seen my videos on Insta or TikTok or YouTube, most of those are geared towards a general population. They're meant to be fun videos to watch. I don't get into the lure making, the science, the engineering of it very much. I want to do that a little differently here. And so these videos will be more along the teaching format. I'm thinking episode topics. I've got a few in mind, and then I'll take suggestions on some of those, some things you want to see, some things we want to try, and a couple of things that I do want to share. For one is my method of doing hook hangers. I actually don't think anyone else does hook hangers the way I do, and it was out of necessity that I developed my process. So that's pretty unique, and I'll be sharing that. Some tips on lure shaping. After shaping thousands of them, I've got some interesting methods there, and we could go over lure geometry, lips, diving lips, bills. We could do an entire episode on that. Of course, everyone's most often asked question is the final top coat for the lure, the epoxy coat. That's probably a multi-part training video. There are a lot of things going on there, but I'd also like to entertain questions and even suggestions. If you've had something that you've thought would make a good idea for a lure, my expertise and my little shop, maybe we could explore that. I love the experimentation and the developing new ideas part of this. I make a lot of lures, but sometimes that can just turn into a job. Making the same lure over and over again. The part that really is fun is trying something new, and that's the part I really enjoy. But yeah, I think you might be able to get a few things out of this, and it's gonna be what I do. There's lots of other lure makers out there, and lots of videos, and my advice is, especially if you're just starting out on this, is to watch them all, but rather than emulate somebody, take it all, put it into a bank of knowledge, and find your own way forward, because there is no wrong way to make a lure. If you make a lure and it catches a fish, success. That's all there is to it. And the satisfaction of doing that is pretty addictive. If you are a like to make things type person and you like to fish, this could be a very dangerous rabbit hole for you. This might be something that you find yourself doing forever, and it is rather addictive, and it has drastically changed the way I fish. I have a tackle box full of everything, and I fish with my lures. And even if I am less successful than I would have been otherwise, I have the added satisfaction of catching fish on lures that I made by hand, and it's a good time. It's a fulfilling hobby or business. There's always room for more. You know, the market. If you've been in a big bait shop, store, outdoor store, or seen a catalog lately, you know that there's no shortage of crankbaits, and not everything's been. I don't know that everything's been tried, but if you look back through the history of lures, there's been a lot of things done, and I've had innovations that I thought were pretty ingenious, and then come to find out that somebody did it in the 30s. It's a tough marketplace to make a business. You need a niche, and the niche I fell into was artistic fishing lures, which I had no plans to do that. They're engineered to fish. My background's in engineering, and so that's what I poured into them. They were designed to fish and perform, but I can't really compete in that because of the way the fishing market is. But I found a niche in making them beautiful and artistic, and that's the path forward for me. But you find your own niche and take what I do and build on it, scrap it, dismiss it, whatever. But find, it'll help you find your place in lure making, and I look forward to sharing some of the things I've learned, some of the things to avoid, and learning from you all as well. And let's go make some lures.